first Vola TV of 2024-2025. I'm Barry Wright, Depute Head Teacher at the school, and I'm joined by Matt Hooper, one of our other deputies. How you doing, Matt?
I'm good, Barry. How are you?
Doing well, yeah.
Excellent. And we're all delighted to be back at school. We had a thoroughly enjoyable summer break. We were back to some really good news around the attainment from our seniors last year. And Barry, tell us a bit more about where our attainment sits after the summer.
Yeah, so continued to see improvements across departments in the school. Lots of hard work, lots of really great assessment going on during the course of the year that's informing good learning. So lots of good news, areas that we're working on to make better again, and we really are an improving school in terms of attainment, and we're very clear what we've got to work on to make sure the experience is as good as it can possibly be for every child in the school. And that's not just, we've done some work together on that, Matt, not just for young people who are on S4, S5 and S6, but right throughout the school.
From the BG right the way through, yeah.
Other things going on as well, though. I mean, looking forward to the upcoming year.
So we're still going to be building, aren't we, on what we were doing last year. Our main strategy as a school is really around what we refer to as our ABCs. That's our improvements in attendance, improvements in behaviour and improvements in certification. And we've got a kind of number of things around that. We'll start off, I suppose, at the beginning with A. Tell us a bit about the attendance, Barry, and what we're doing around that.
Yeah, so I mean, as I mentioned before, we are an improving school. Our attainment's got better over the last few years, and our attendance is getting better too. But it's really important that we get young people into school every day. I was looking at the data last week, and close to 70% of young people who come to this school have got 100% attendance. They've not missed a minute of school so far this year. Now, that's what we're looking for from everyone. So the majority of people, the normal thing, the usual thing is that young people are in school all day, every day, and that's what we're looking for.
But there's 1,000 young people at the school, not far off 1,000. And we do totally understand people get unwell and these things happen. And if you are unwell and you need a day to get better, we're not begrudging anyone that. What we do ask is please make contact with us. Let us know that your child's going to be off school. We can make sure that that's recorded, and ultimately we can make sure that we know when we're expecting them back into classes. And we will be contacting families as well, won't we, to offer support for any young person that's not attending as regularly as they should. So there's lots of work going on behind the scenes, and certainly we're hoping that this year we'll see further improvements again on our attendance.
Big thing is we've got to build resilience. We've got to make sure, because it's important for the workplace, and that's what we're about as a school, building young people up for really great careers in the future. So resilience is so important around attendance.
Absolutely.
You know, there will be times, as Matt said, that you know, you just can't get into school because you're genuinely so ill you can't get here. But you know, if there's that little sniffle, or you're just not really feeling it, it's a Friday and you're thinking an extra day in the weekend would be great, then you know, I get the feeling. But we've got to be resilient to that, and we've got to make sure that we're in school as often as we possibly can be. And as I said, you know, nearly 70% of young people are in every minute of every day. So please try and make sure that your children are in that number. So, and that leads us on, if we're in school, the next thing's behaviour, isn't it?
Yeah, and obviously we've got very clear expectations in the school, expectations that we have of every young person in the school, regardless of what year they're in, what class they're in, and really it's all around a good learning environment, isn't it? It's around having that positive learning culture in every classroom. Now it's basic things, you know, it's treating people with respect, it's listening to the person who's meant to be talking, but we're recording behaviour, aren't we? And we record it quite closely. I know, Barry, every week you run a report of the demerits in the school, and again, much the same as we'll be doing with attendance, there's phone calls coming home. So you know, if you're not hearing from us about your child's demerits, that's a great thing. They're in here, they're doing very well in the most part. But where a young person's maybe having a week where they're maybe a wee bit, you know, more dysregulated in classes, we'll be making calls home. And again, the purpose of that really, isn't it? It's about that partnership between the school and the home to make sure we've got that nice joined up approach, because ultimately what we all want is the best for your children, the best for our young people.
And the vast majority of young people in the school, and I mean the vast majority, we're no longer talking 60-70%, we're talking, you know, 85, 90, 95% are just, you know, they're behaving brilliantly every day. They're an absolute pleasure for us to be around every day. So if you're not getting a call, then that means things are going well, and you know, take the chance to say well done to your son or daughter when they're home tonight about that.
And if you are getting a call, really, it's about us working together to make sure that we can all support one another to get the best out of every young person at this school.
Definitely,
And obviously, for getting those two things right, if we've got young people coming into classes regularly and we've got a good positive learning environment, then really we're on to the certification part, aren't we? We're on to the learning, and you tell us maybe a wee bit more about what we're doing around how we're tracking that and making sure that we're on top of that as regular as we can be.
Yeah, well, we've got lots of self-evaluation going on in the school, and by that I mean we are checking whether or not we're doing things as well as we possibly can. That's a massive, massive part of what we're doing, and we're also, really trying hard to make sure that we're targeting things at a national average at a really high level. So I have to say, if you look at our National 5 and higher results across all of the things that we present here at Vola Tv Academy, more than 50% of those are at national average or above national average. So that's really quite a powerful thing to say there. That means if your child is coming to this school and more than half of the subjects that they are sitting in, they are performing at or above national average. That's really quite significant. So please make sure that you and they are doing everything they can to give themselves the best possible chance to succeed. Now, qualifications aren't everything, but they are so important. They open doors, they broaden choices, and that's really what we're about. We want to make sure that young people have got the most choices that they possibly can have.
That they're prepared for that future career, isn't
Exactly.
it? And again, within every classroom, we're evaluating, we're assessing all the time. We know where our learners are, and teachers will be raising attainment alerts if they've got any concerns, and again that will be tying in with parents and families to make sure that we explore all the supports that are available, that we're giving every young person the best chance we possibly can. We are very confident, aren't we? We're a school that's going places where, across a number of measures, we're moving very much in the right direction.
Absolutely,
and we want to continue that positive trajectory.
Definitely.
Ultimately, it's about the future of the young people in this community, and that's what we're all really passionate about.
We are, absolutely. And the attainment alert system, just to give you a wee bit of clarity, because you might be sitting there thinking, what's that? Mr. Murray runs that within the school. He's our principal teacher of raising attainment. And if we're concerned in any way that your son or daughter is just falling that a little bit short in terms of getting to what they're targeting, then we will get in touch with you. You'll get a letter home via email, and you'll know about it, so that again we can work in partnership. So I think that's just pretty much all we've got time for today. Really, it was a welcome back. It was a hi from us. Thank you very much for joining us, Matt.
No problem.
And we will see you again very soon.
Take care. Thank you.